You're watching The West Country Tonight with Steve Scott and Claire Manning.
First tonight, a woman who claims to be allergic to dozens of substances, including perfume and petrol, has refused to leave her home because she believes the alternative she's being offered doesn't meet her complex medical needs.
Gillian MCCarthy has been living in a hut in a field in Somerset for more than a decade. Today, she refused to go to a new home and has now been threatened with a court order. Our correspondent, Jonathan Gibson, has spent the day at the property.
Yes, Claire, Gillian MCCarthy has lived in what can only be described as this ramshackle hut since being flown onto this site by Noel Edmonds back in 1996. Now, at the time, she did have temporary planning permission to stay here, but when that lapsed, she's been constantly now in a battle with the council to try and find suitable alternative accommodation. Gillian suffers from something called multiple chemical sensitivity, which is one of the reasons why I'm standing outside tonight. Things that the rest of us take for granted, like deodorant, could provoke a very severe reaction. At its worst, Gillian's chemical sensitivity can leave her gasping for breath and relying on oxygen in this collection of huts she's learnt to call home. Everyone, including Gillian, accepts where she's living is far from suitable. But when council officials arrived to evict her this morning, she made it clear she wouldn't be leaving.
I understand the difficulties that you have.
Yeah.
All right. But as you know, this has come to the end of the process, and we are asking you to leave today.
Yeah.
Are you formally? Are you actually?
I am formally saying that it's impossible.
Gillian's condition means she's hypersensitive to many of the things the rest of us are exposed to regularly, like deodorant, perfume, pesticides and car fumes.
The weight of pressure that they are putting on a severely disabled, very ill woman living in appalling circumstances with absolutely minimal help and facilities takes bureaucratic thuggishness to new extremes, quite frankly.
South Somerset District Council says it's repeatedly tried to assess Gillian's needs and help her find somewhere to live. It recently offered her this mobile home, but friends who've seen it say it's just not suitable for someone with such specialised medical needs.
She has nowhere else to stay. The caravan they have offered her, she would not even live there for a few weeks. She'd be dead within minutes of her moving there.
What we've done here is to provide a caravan as an alternate location. We've never suggested that it's suitable to meet Gillian's needs because those needs have never been assessed. Had they been assessed, then it might well be the case that the caravan would prove to be unsuitable. So we've had to rely exclusively on the best advice available from the medical fraternity.
So for now, this standoff continues, but time is almost certainly running out for Gillian, as the council is still determined to remove the hut she still calls home, even if that means physically removing her first. Gillian MCCarthy refusing to leave of her own accord. The council says it will now go back to court and try and get another order allowing it to physically remove her from the premises. Now, Gillian says that she wants to go, she wants to find alternative accommodation, but until that is found, she says that if she's removed in the meantime, that process could accelerate her own death.
Jonathan Gibson speaking to us a little earlier. To other news.